What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Alton L.B. Harris, and on today I'm going to be doing my video presentation speech on Malcolm X's By Any Means Necessary, and I'm going to be analyzing the argument within their speech. So, before I begin, here's a small excerpt from his speech.
As many of you know, last March, when it was announced that I was no longer in the Black Muslim movement, it was pointed out that it was my intention to work among the 22 million non-Muslim Afro-Americans and to try and form some type of organization or create a situation where the young people, our young people, the students and others, could study the problems of our people for a period of time and then come up with a new analysis and give us some new ideas and some new suggestions as to how to approach a problem that too many other people had been playing around with for too long. And that we would have some kind of meeting and determine at a later date whether to form a black nationalist party or a black nationalist army. There have been many of our people across the country from all walks of life who have taken it upon themselves to try and pool their ideas and to come up with some kind of solution to the problem that confronts all of our people. And tonight we are here to try and get an understanding of what it is they've come up with. Also, recently, when I was blessed to make a trip or a pilgrimage, a religious pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca, where I met many people from all over the world, plus spent many weeks in Africa, trying to broaden my own scope and get more of an open mind to look at the problem as it actually is. One of the things that I realized, and I realized this even before going over there, was that our African brothers have gained their independence faster than you and I here in America have. They've also gained recognition and respect as human beings much faster than you and I. Just 10 years ago on the African continent, our people were colonized. They were suffering all forms of colonization, oppression, exploitation, degradation, humiliation, discrimination, and every other kind of Asian. And in a short time, they have gained more independence, more recognition, more respect as human beings than you and I have. And you and I live in a country which is supposed to be the citadel of education, freedom, justice, democracy, and all of those other pretty sounding words.
Those are the words of Malcolm X. He was assassinated 45 years ago on Sunday. That's February 21st, 1965, as he got up to address a packed Audubon ballroom in Harlem. And that does it for our show, Democracy Now!, produced by Mike Berkshire, with a producer, I'm Angela.
So, that was just a very small video. This video was shown or aired, if you will, February 22nd, 2010. So throughout history, Black Americans have employed violence in tandem with acts of nonviolent civil disobedience, such as marches, sit-ins, boycotts, and challenges to oppressive systems of control. What Malcolm X is saying in By Any Means Necessary speech is that he is sick and tired of doing the same thing and getting no new results. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what you call insanity. Doing the same thing but expecting a different outcome and or result. Interestingly, so many other countries besides the U.S. have liberty and justice for their black citizens, but when it comes to America, there is none. By Any Means Necessary speech seeks to appeal to the emotional side of the audience, pathos, because at that time the audience is filled with black men and women who are just as fed up as Malcolm X is. Also, understand that during this time, it was the civil rights movement. You have Jim Crow, lynching. You have dogs and water hoses being turned on blacks. Us not being able to go into restaurants and get a decent bite to eat. Denial of voting rights. So what Malcolm is saying is either you give us what we want, the right to vote, be treated fairly, equal education, equal to the white people, or we're going to take it. Now understand that blacks in America were viewed as 3/5 of a person or 60% of a person. Give or take 10 blacks. You take 10 blacks and they only make up 6 black people in total. 60%. That in itself is enough to make anybody fed up. I'm sure that even you as the viewer is fed up, and you are now willing to do what it takes to ensure the freedom for all by any means necessary. Thank you.